But like, in what world would somebody have a moat that they'd be like, oh, yes, conservatives, yeah, they got a moat, that's no problem.
Yes.
Go ahead.
David Hogg, big C. Oh, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, there you go. But okay, I just think like we need to, look at our politicians and go, they are not, the beacon of good that people react like they may or may not be.
Yeah.
And no. Go, this is it. This is a problem, and here we are.
Yeah.
But the worst are comedians. They're the ones that should be in prison.
Yes.
For joking.
For joking. All for joking.
Yeah.
What about if a politician is making bad jokes? Like, prison doesn't feel like enough.
Sometimes they'll kill them straight away.
Just straight up.
Absolutely.
But that feels too easy. Then it's over.
Bring
like
back,
a slow death.
Bring back the public execution.
The public execution.
That's the only way to do it. But like, I do think, like, if you ever watch anything in
if you rolled up a set of gallows in front of Stormont, you'd probably get arrested.
Yeah. I would definitely. But I mean, what would be the cause of the arrest there?
Threatening violence, probably.
But you'd be like, no, it's just something I've built.
Yeah, it's my art project.
It's a project. An installation. Like, do you remember when Jarvis Cocker stormed the Brits at Michael Jackson? He said him doing a performance piece. Same as when Michael Stone storming. It's a performance piece. You're like, well, you had a gun, Michael, and you have a history of pretty awful violence. It's safe to assume you were going to cause us a bit of trouble.
You were trying to break in with weapons, and did he have a bomb as well?
I think it was just a gun on this
Just
occasion.
a gun? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're trying to break in with a gun.
Yeah.
It's like, Michael, come on, lad. Like, if you weren't trying to break in, maybe you could have pulled that line.
Yeah,
but it was
performance piece. No, you're all right. But you just, I don't know. I don't know what you can do with these guys, or whether we just have to accept that people are shit, and comedians, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, they shouldn't be listened to, and they shouldn't be taken seriously.
No, but that was my point. I was going to say there. If you watch in the Commons or Prime Minister's Question Prime Minister's Question Times, but the awful banter and here's the and
the only thing he's social distancing from is the truth.
Yeah, you're like, whoa! It's like, no.
They get the papers.
Terrible. And then you go, these people, these buffoons are responsible. Oh, gross. Just gross. And then it's like, you look, like the Bullington Club and all those boys. When you're brought up a certain way, you're going to obviously be entitled. You're going to obviously believe you can do whatever you want. You're going to obviously believe it's what I say, not what I do. Yeah. And then why are people surprised by that? Sorry, I keep touching this wire.
That's all right.
Why are people surprised? You just have to go, well, this is what you get.
Yeah. Yeah. It's stunning to me that the Britain expected a posh eating fuckboy, because that's what Boris Johnson is. Yeah. He is a fuckboy.
Yeah. I mean, what I would love would be for Keir Starmer to pull that on him.
He's a fuckboy. Just start calling him a fuckboy.
Listen, can I just address the right honourable fuckboy for a second? Just this guy.
If he just started...
Imagine he stood up and he goes, "You're a fuckboy." Yeah. That would be the politics.
You could claim parliamentary privilege.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to just read out.
I couldn't claim he'd misled the House because it's 100% accurate.
But doesn't he have, like, he's a fair amount of children, doesn't he? And they're all
something like that.
All about the place.
7 children, I think.
Yeah, 7 children from 8 different women. Figure that out. Yeah. The international fuckboy.
Stitched together.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You look at him and go, the guy, he looks like a toddler. Why has he got that haircut? Like, you can't.
Oh, that's planned. I spoke to someone who knows him. That's planned. That's totally, like, he'll be sitting in the. I've heard stories, be sitting in the car.
Yeah.
Right, and you'll see the press brush up his hair.
Why? Just for.
Looks like the everyman.
Yeah.
I
mean, he doesn't.
No,
he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. But
no,
there you go. I mean,
yeah.
Well, we just got to clear them all out. I don't like. I need to somehow get this through people's skulls. Yeah. It's like, look, right, you're scared of voting for someone who's not like an established politician, or you don't want to throw your vote away, or maybe you'll elect some idiot, and it's like, how could they do worse?
Yeah, no, I got my folks would be very much, you waste your vote. You do not waste your vote. You have to. I remember when I was living in East.
If everyone thinks like that, then we all do waste our vote.
I remember looking at my ballot, and I cannot actually vote for any of these people. Yeah. There's no, and you maybe agree with maybe one thing they might have on their paper, and then you go, but all the other things, rather not. And I don't know. It's sad that whenever you go out to vote, it's always the best of a bad bunch.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Always.
I get the feeling that that's probably how it's always been, and even as that's as long as that people have been able to vote, and that's only like 70 or 80 years since there was like absolute universal suffrage in the UK, and then maybe it's a little longer than that. I don't know when women got the vote and when they made it one man one vote exactly, but maybe like because democracy is like a fucking experiment, really. Like you look at the long arc of human history that we're familiar with, and it's like most of it is dictators and kings. You know, maybe democracy is just not for us.
What's to stop somebody just being right? It's time for the Night of the Long Knives, Part 2, and the guys just thought like, well, if the DUP decide, listen, we're gonna be the second party. Nah, we're going in and all out. We're ousting people. Like, what would we do? A coup? Would they get the army in? What would happen?
Closest thing we've had to a fucking coup was that fucking thing in January 6th in America.
Yeah.
That was I don't know if you've seen a real coup. That was not a fucking coup.
No,
that was a bunch of idiots who got let in and then prosecuted. I feel so bad for those people.
Yeah.
Because like there was some of them who were like breaking windows and climbing in, right? But there's a lot of footage of the police just opening the fucking doors.
What about... But why is Donald Trump being taken off Twitter for that?
I mean, the Taliban are still on Twitter.
Yeah.
He got taken off Twitter for, I think, inciting it. But yeah,
he was just, I think, trying to have banter by running for president, and got it. They were like, Donald, you're president now, and he's like, oh no, I don't know what to do. And then it's like, I'll wing it. And then it's just his narcissism.
People, they love me.
But like, if I was him, if I was his PR guy, I'd be like, listen, Donald, it is what it is. It's done now. Let's do the late night shows. Let's have banter about it. Let's joke out. Tell some secrets you can tell.
Yeah.
And because I mean, I think Donald Trump, definitely not a president, for sure not a president. But I mean, he has the ability to entertain. He is a character. And if he went out and if he came out and was like, listen, that was a performance piece, and that's and then he spoke with this voice.
I was trolling.
I don't actually speak like that.
Yeah.
I put that voice on. I don't mean it at all. And they'd be like,
it's like just pure like kayfabe wrestling, like just WWE. Like that was the character.
It's like Sascha Baron Cohen's not Borat. I'm not Trump. It's like, well, what?
So does he have like a really posh, affected British accent as well?
I led you to believe I was a buffoon. And all I had to do was purse my lips and talk a little bit like this, and you fell for it. And it's like, but then you won the election. It's like, I didn't think that was going to happen. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think anyone thought it was going to happen. Apparently, he was terrified on election night. More interestingly, you'll like this. Apparently, when he did that press conference, the first one he did, when he came out and he came down on the fucking elevator, as if he'd watched the fucking Simpsons scene.
Yes.
And he comes down the elevator and he stands up there and he's like, Mexico, they're not sending their best people.
Yeah.
They're drug addicts and rapists and whatever the fuck he said, right?
And his PR guys just...
No. Do you know why that was booked? It was apparently because he wanted more money from NBC to do The Apprentice, and they told him to fuck off. And he said, well, I'll show you how popular I am. Seriously, this is how the story goes.
Well believe that, yeah.
And he went, well, I'll show you how popular I am. I'll call this press conference and pretend to run for president. And then it just spiraled from there. Like CNN... CNN are the people that are responsible more than like if you're gonna give anyone like credit for that. They started airing his fucking speeches in their entirety. They didn't do that for anyone else. He trolled them. He came out 2 hours late at events because he knew they would show an empty Trump podium.
Yeah.
Like he trolled the fuck out of them and they gave him like I think it was like $1 billion in free airtime.
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny. It's so funny if it didn't have the consequences it did, but it's unbelievable.
The worst consequence is what we have now. It's Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Because people hated Donald Trump so much, right, that they would vote for a corpse.
Yeah, but then I think wasn't the idea there that he would only just be the figurehead for a minute and then he would be disposed of.
Well, which is even worse if I'm honest, because like they have Kamala Harris as the VP.
Well, what I like about her, she just does put people in prison. So
she does. She
respect.
That is a fair point. Maybe that's what we need.
Yeah, she'll just come in and be like jail for Trump.
She's a cop.
What she should see if she went in and did a Trump impression whilst calling for him to be. arrest him. That would be the greatest bit of political satire.
Then we know it's all just performance art.
Yeah.
But then at least we could maybe enjoy it a bit more.
Yeah, but I mean, at least there's the pump and pat. Here it's just sad.
Yeah.
Here it's just
Is it just the accent though? Does that make it seem worse?
yeah.
Because that's sometimes when I'm
definitely.
watching them on TV and I'm just like, is it like what is making you sound so dumb? Like what
Yeah.
is making you? Because I don't think these people. I don't think that they're dumb, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're maybe not like the sharpest tools in the box, but like
Yeah.
a few of them are like, have to be like they're pretty well educated, and I think that they're not idiots at all.
But when you
Like,
see some of their rap sheets, you go, "Oh right," like Jim Wells. He is a very educated man, very intelligent man. But then again, I look
and
at
then
him
you
and I go,
see him on fucking Nolan, and you're like, you're an idiot.
But then I think though a bit of me thinks he does, he performs a bit and knows what he's doing, and he is a bit of a wind-up merchant, I think. And like with Nolan, everyone gets so annoyed about it. But then I just say he's doing what he is supposed to do. He's getting everyone talking. He's riling people up. Do you think he thinks? No. He's getting all these numbers because people want to either. It's like you were saying about wrestling there. They say the bit all you just want hate from an audience, whether you're a villain or a good guy, as long as they react. And that's what Nolan's about, just getting a reaction. And people bite every time.
Yeah.
Every time, good or bad.
Yeah, they really do. And like, I mean, thanks for making it all the way to the end of the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment for us in the comments below. Let me know what you thought and if you'd like to see more of this from the show. Thank you, and we'll see you again next time.